Hello and welcome to the channel, it's Irad, and so in today's video we are going to talk about the monthly report, because yes, it seems that as we are starting the year here, Cloud Imperium games are also kicking off the year as they are gradually coming back to the studio, and traditionally every year what marks this return to work is the publishing of the monthly report of the last 2 months. So it's going to give us a good indication as of what was done over the past 2 months, as well as what we should expect to see in the near future. As always, we are starting with AI here, which benefited from some voice packs that we can see right now in the 3.22 update, and it's definitely giving a more realistic sound to NPCs, which really seem to be real players. It's really troubling the first time you hear them. I have to admit that the first time I heard them, I thought that these were real players. 3.22 also the implementation of voice packs for other types of NPCs that are going to be coming in the future, but they are not there yet in the game, but we should hear them very soon. The next part of the report is much more interesting because it talks about reaction time for NPCs, which was indeed also a problem in the past, and it seems that a lot of issues were linked to that reaction time, which was not really working. Those were in landing zones, but of course in bunkers as well. And it seems here that the issue was about how NPCs perceived the world and their perception, which just didn't work, which made them immobile and just did make them do nothing at all. This is not the case in 3.22, at least much less than what it used to be. And personally, I found those NPCs very effective, especially with the new improvements from Squadron 42, which are now in the game as well. Also, a problem linked to the replication layer was identified here. Apparently, the status of the NPCs were not the same from one layer to another, which had some serious conflicts in the database. Maybe this was the reason why when we had some tests in the preview channel, we only had one server, but I'm sure that as soon as this is going to be fixed, we are going to have several servers and the full power of the replication layer in our hands. Next, we'll talk about boys, which are the little animals that are going to be coming into the verse, and more progress was done. This year, we should see the introductions of birds, which are capable to move from flight to walking and back to flight. We should see rodents as well as fish. We have no words out of whether or not we will be able to go fishing in the game. That's a shame. If you want to go fishing in the game, let me know in the comment section down below. But it seems that according to the report here, the first animals that we're going to see in the verse will be a 4-legged predator, a bird, and a fish. Let's talk about ships now, and it seems that the Polaris is now in Greybox phase. This means that the ship is entirely functional and that now developers are making sure that it's going to look good, so that then eventually it will look the way we expect it to look when we are going to get our hands on this ship. Work has been done to put the Saber Raven in gold standard. Now, for me, this is a very bizarre choice given how rare that ship is. If you know the reason, also please let me know in the comment section down below. Maybe you do own a Saber Raven as well. Let me know in the comment section below as well. 4 variants are now under work, including one that is in Greybox phase and one that is in level of details phase, which means that we should see it coming out very soon. Next is an interesting little paragraph about the economy, and it seems that the teams in charge of the economy are working on rebalancing the prices of armor and ships. I think that they're probably going to get more expensive because of how easy it is to win money in the game. Well, I guess only time will tell. They've also been working on the way freight elevators will have an impact on the economy, and will also proceed to some balancing before their introduction into the game further down the line this year. The developers have also starting rebalancing some mission rewards and are also trying to avoid players from abusing the ship reclaiming system. We'll talk about Arena Commander, and let's be honest here, the least that we can say about Arena Commander is that it has been tremendously improved compared to what it used to be before, thanks to all of the extra work that was put into this mode, and it seems that its development is going to continue with the arrival of a new map, which is right now unknown, as well as a new mode which will allow us to race with anti-gravity ground vehicles such as the Dragonfly or the Hoverquad. Missions are also going to get some improvements here, and here be careful with what I'm going to say, because in the future it will not be possible to accumulate missions simply because they are going to have a time that will a time of execution, which means that they will become a failure if you do not finish them within that time. So it's not like right now where we can take so many of those missions and then just do them whenever we want. We would not be able to do that anymore. Again, I wanted to repeat that, right? Speaking of missions, it seems that the developers are also trying on new mission narratives here using the guild system. So perhaps these missions will be unlocked if we have a certain level of reputation, a little bit like what currently exists but it's right now it's very basic, and it seems like what they are doing is a bit more advanced. So anyway, guys, that's what we had to say about the monthly report, at least its best lines. It seems that indeed at the beginning of this year 2024, the developers are trying to bring in more content, more missions in order to try to renew our interest for playing the game, which is very positive in my opinion. But let me know in the comment section down below, guys, what is the thing that caught your interest the most. For me, these are the creatures, especially this new unknown predator, but maybe for you it's something else. Well, just let me know. Anyway, guys, this month we have some giveaways. I'm giving away on Gleam a Cutter Rambler. I'll put the link in the pinned comment. Also, if you are a VIP, a Patreon or a YouTube member, you should have access to my Discord channel and the VIP section where we have a Centurion to give away. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much to Dr. Forbid, Zero Crusher, Deplorable Fidel, and Ducky2Ducker. I have been Irad. I'll see you guys in the next one.